either they're like they don't know how to talk and explain what they're doing, or they're purposely doing this just because they don't care about the network. They don't care about the relationships. And then, look,
they're not thinking
I
about
said,
the long term.
The next time if Pokemon goes to a recession or whatever, it crashes or whatever, they won't be here, right? Because in 2021,
when the repackers stop buying, then what happens?
Yeah, then it's done.
It's game over.
It's game over. Then you know what you're gonna do? 5 a.m. at Target.
You're gonna go on eBay.
5 a.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the TCG Table podcast. You guys already know me, Alan Lee, Pokemon hero. Guess what? We have some recurring guests today, guys.
Hey, yo, what's
up? Yo, oh man, it's been what?
It's been a minute, but it hasn't been that long, but it feels like you've done a lot.
Yeah, in this market though, like I think it's crazy. And you know, you guys already know Mr.Moss over here. We got SavHype, best in the class here. So we're stepping up our game. We're gonna have a crazy, fun conversation today. So yeah, man. Let's recap everybody. What was the latest show we did?
Pasadena.
Front row.
Yep.
Front Row Pasadena. Yeah, man. It was a crazy show.
I know.
To say the least, it was wild.
Yeah, I think that was the most. So somebody told me it was the most tickets sold for that front row ever. Oh, I don't know if it's all front row.
Yeah, I feel like it.
In terms of volume and traffic, excuse me. In terms of volume and traffic, it was absolutely wild.
Yeah. It was.
Absolutely wild.
It was. And
Non-stop. We couldn't even go to the bathroom. That's so bad.
Yeah.
And I think in addition to that, the quality of products that was kind of coming in and out was phenomenal. So I think that has to be like my favorite and the best show. So shout out to Angela and the team.
You're killing it, dude.
Killing it. I'm still trying to get you on the podcast, okay? So
Yo. And then look, this is just a testament to how good front row is. That wasn't even my best front row.
ooh, which one?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
look,
probably the busiest one I've ever been.
It was the biggest one I've ever been. But like I want to say like 2 front row Pasadenas ago, I sold my first edition Team Rocket booster.
Oh yeah, I
box for
remember
my
that.
PC.
I remember that. That was like 2 or 3 shows ago.
I got that box for maybe like $1,000.
Oh,
I sold it for 23.
this guy, man, sick.
Bro.
What a sickle.
Crazy.
No, that's
man.
congratulations.
Like
on
that was profit. Like, how you beat that? How you beat
can't.
that? And then on top of that, every other deal, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying like this past front row, it was almost close, but like not almost close is not even close,
yeah.
right? Like,
Well, you had an unfair advantage,
Yeah,
though. Come on now.
That's just a one-off.
that is
That's a
yeah.
one-off.
I got another for
There's an asterisk here, man. There's an asterisk here.
That's a in quotations.
What about you, Sal?
I think that was probably the best show in front row I ever been. I think I moved about like 6 digits worth of inventory.
Oh my goodness.
My best one before was Collecticon, and it was like in the high 5 digits. I don't want to say the exact number, but yeah, this front row was crazy.
It was crazy.
For
Yeah.
anyone that's watching, it was all digital payments. So, IRS, get them.
It's all monopoly money.
All cash.
Monopoly money, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, even for me, I think, you know, as you guys know, right? Like I've always collected One Piece. So now, again, with this market, I'm kind of being able to, you know, take some of One Piece out, really started vending some of those. And you guys we've done a couple of shows together in addition. And man, the opportunity for One Piece, in addition to Pokemon, is just so crazy right now.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. I think cooked myself on One Piece a couple of times. Like, it's crazy because in the new market, there's potential for growth, but then there's also potential for anti-growth.
Anti-growth.
For loss. You know what I
For
mean?
loss, man. Yeah.
I was like, oh shoot, a whole bunch of like One Piece slabs. I know these characters because I watch One Piece, right? And I read the manga. But like, I was like, okay, let me get it. What do you want to do? It 75%? Oh, even better. Let me buy that, man. Man, that sat with me for like a month and a half. I had to just offload it. And I think the market went down, so I lost a little bit of money. But I was like, okay. You like in One Piece, you just have to know the market, right?
You have to.
Knowing the anime and the manga is not enough. You have to know the market and what to get.
You know what's crazy? The day that Mr. Moss comes to me for advice on One Piece is the day I put the stamp. I validated myself.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. What about you, Saf?
Yeah, One Piece, I think I pulled the trigger too early at Collecticon LA, and I moved about 75% of my seal that I had. And then Pasadena, I was like, all right, I think this is the time to move everything.
In December?
Yeah. Oh, I know. It was right before OP13 was around 300.
Yeah.
And then I was moving them like hotcakes for 300.
Was it? I thought it was already at like 5 then.
It was 330 at Collecticon.
No, I remember, bro. It was like 350.
Yep.
And he was like, SavHype with the deals. I swear to God.
He's like, SavHype got it for 330.
Me and him shoot the shit. Josh around,
$700,
oh my
man.
God, dude. He will shoot the most insane deals, and you're welcome because everyone's gonna see this and be like, "Come to you." Your line's gonna be longer than Joe Tops, bro.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
but I
right.
don't have any shows anymore. So.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Speaking of that, why don't you have any more shows? Tell the audience.
We got baby Sav on the way. The wife, we made a call. I'm probably gonna take a few months off and just focus on life.
There you go.
Go from there.
You know what?
Once everything is stabilized and we got a routine schedule. Maybe it's back in the shows.
All right,
Congrats,
you
brother.
gotta, we're gonna toast to that, man.
Yeah. We got our monsters.
Toast to that.
Monsters.
Sponsor us, guys. Cheers. Congrats.
Nah, but I think I moved all my One Piece in one go to going twice. They're a Washington big was it streamer, and they're a big company in Washington. Know them through Derek, and the guy that buys One Piece was just like, throw me a number, and I gave him a number, and the number worked out, of course, for me.
Bro, because you always, like, I'm not gonna lie, you say they're like, give me a number, and they're like, okay, if, for example, right, give me a number. Shit, I hope it's not over 9,000, and he'll go like 7,500. He's like,
Oh, what? Yeah.
I feel like I could take that. Like you really do give out great deals. Yeah. To the point where like vendors will go to you and be like, hey, would you do this? And you're like, I'll do this, and you're like,
Can't beat
what?
that.
Let's get it.
Better than my number
But
in my
also-
head.
But also, I don't know. Actually, okay, like just thinking about it, I don't know anyone that turns and burns inventory as fast as you do.
Yeah, because it's 3 shows ago. I was like, oh, this is my last show, so I got to move everything.
Yeah.
So I moved it. And then I was like, oh, I have more stuff. And I moved it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, I moved it. I
Yeah.
think because I just keep track on collector. I think it was around like the 6-digit mark, and now it's like low 5s. So I think that's it. That's it.
That's it. That's
I
it.
come back and I'll have more, hopefully.
You will.
So that like help me understand, man. I'm still a youngling in the game here, man. When you move that fast, how do you source?
Well, for one, grading is a big help.
It's a big play.
Yep. And I don't know, you just gotta go online, you gotta make your connections with your LGSs, Frankincense, you gotta go Frankincense. I know people from Frankincense back in like a day. Like,
Yeah.
like back when Frankincense was in the old like warehouse.
Yeah.
So that connection's there. Because a lot of times when you go to Frankincense, the prices are inflated.
Super inflated,
A lot
man.
of the vendors are very firm because they know that they could get their highest number for their product, and they don't have to move it because they have basically a storefront every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like I said, just the relationship aspect of it, and going online and just see what kind of things are undervalued, and just timing. I bought all the One Piece at retail at the time.
Yeah.
So I was paying what? OP13, I was paying $250 plus tax.
Plus tax, what?
Plus
Pay
tax.
tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
270, 300, whatever average, and just average it out.
Yeah.
And then just wait. Obviously, you said like it's gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what if it goes down to $150? I'm like,
Calculated
oh,
gamble,
man.
bro. Right?
know?
Like, do you double down on a 6, right? On blackjack, it's a
Yeah.
calculated gamble, right?
So it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
gotta. I mean, like I said, a lot of the choices I made is basically hidden. I think there was only a couple that didn't really like sit well.
Yeah.
But it's just can't throw your eggs in one basket. So.
No, it's crazy. So, I mean, the episode's out now. I was talking to Medikai and Darren. Man, thanks for throwing them my
Dallas
way,
boys,
man.
man.
Dallas
Those
boys.
guys were cutthroat, man. Those guys.
Yeah?
they're a different
Cutthroat.
breed.
No, they were the nicest people too. We had so much fun on that.
Hey, business.
They're nice.
yeah.
They're busy. They hit you with that 60% off, and you're like, what? I thought we friends, man.
Shout out to them. Yeah, and then we talked a bunch, and so I think for me trying to help our audience, right? Like I think a lot of times when vendors are starting out, or they even in the game, even for me, right? I'm like, man, 3K, 4K, that's a big commitment. And that's a big commitment to be wrong.
Yeah.
So I think oftentimes you opt to play it safe than to go into the risk. So I would love to hear, how do you adjust to that and mitigate those risks? And like in the case that you are wrong, what goes through your head, and how do you get yourself out?
I think my mindset is, if I get it wrong, if I lose money, let's say, just for example, the One Piece team, because One Piece just took everybody like
By surprise.
Nobody knew
overnight.
And some, like I said, go online. Some websites don't update as fast, right? They don't update as fast as like TCG or whatever the case is. So you could snag those deals before they basically catch on to the market. And let's say, for instance, I lose on the One Piece. I know I'm still safe on other aspects, like singles or my graded plays, because I send the subs in as a whole. I don't do like, because let's say one card gets a 10, I make $200. No, it's just like a bulk sub.
Yeah.
And then I calculate, okay, grading fee, what I pay for this, what all these cards counted for, and I add as a whole. And then at the end, whatever result it gets,
Sure.
I do the value. And then if I'm negative or plus, and 9 times out of 10, it's a plus.
Right.
No, not any subs I've been.
Yeah, okay.
Whether, I mean, obviously there's more gains if other cards get a 10. But
Yeah.
usually it's a plus.
But in the grand scheme of things, you never got a negative?
No. Because I send. I think the regular subs, value sub, the least cards I would probably submit is like 20 card. And then overall, it's all $400 or more if they get.
And it averages out.
Yeah, if they get a 10, they're all like $400 or more. Right now, I'm doing bulk now, but man, I'm not gonna see that back until like,
Kids want
Yeah.
you could tell
2028. I want to see those back.
By the time those comes back, your kids is gonna be vending.
But it's just not worth sending the higher tier, because those cards are like $2-3 cards.
Yeah,
Get the
yeah.
10 is like $50, $60. Sure. It's not worth it.
Sure.
But those repackers love the $100 and below. So
Yeah.
So you send like $1 and $2 cards knowing that they're gonna get 10s?
oh yeah, if it's modern, it's like 90% gem rate. If it's not gonna 10, I'm not gonna send it. You like one little dot, like I'm not even gonna send it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Because it is like, even if it's $100, $20, and then $1, it's a damn near a 5x multiplier, right?
Yeah, and in worst case, you dump it all out at 85%, you still make $20 a card times 200 cards.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I wish, man. Like,
Yeah.
I recently got a bunch of bulk submission for Pokemon, like right before One Piece popped, right?
Like November?
Yeah, man. Freaking all those like individual IR came back like 9, 8. You know what PSA started doing, right? They started sending all the bulk submission to the new New Jersey center, and those are all the new trainers, and they came back all like busted, man. I got white in corners that I had never seen before. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
So
I
now
would think that they would give you 10.
They wouldn't send it. That's kind of weird if they receive it in Orange County and send it in New Jersey just
do.
to send it back.
Or
Yep.
Florida.
Yep.
You ever heard
yeah,
about
they
that?
they've been opening new
the
centers.
bulk. That's why it takes forever.
They're sending it to Florida and then coming back.
Yep. Because that's the one that they're training the new graders on. So
That's shady.
that's why like now I avoid I
listen to
avoid
PSA?
sending bulk. You know, just to not have my card like damaged, right? Intentionally or accidentally. So
See, so my friend Dan, so he had a Leaf on VMAX, and like he swore that it was a 10, right? And then he gets this email from a PSA saying, hey, we damaged your card, but we want to pay the difference of what it would have graded, right? They gave it a 9.
Well, yeah, what does that mean?
The pre-grade was a 9, and then they marked it as I think a 7 or an 8. So they paid the
That's
difference from a
garbage.
7 to 8 rather than like a 7 to a 10. And he was like, "There's no way. There's no way." But you know what I mean? Like, it's a gamble. Even sending to PSA is like a gamble, right? It's like a casino, right? Because even though if you're sure of it, they might not be sure of
Yeah,
it.
because it's still subjective.
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I forgot somebody told me like grading your card is also a degen exercise. And it's so true. Like if you think about it, man. like you don't know what you're gonna get, right? You just throwing it up in the air and gambling it and see what
You
happens.
just gotta hope for the greatest, having a wonderful day and wonderful week, and
Blessings on blessings.
yeah. And then the 65% looks more like 50-50 or something.
One crooked eye, you know.
Yeah, he didn't bring his glasses today,
Yeah. When the grader is frowning like this, everything looks 60-40.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you guys? I know you saw it, but did you see my gold Charizard when I graded it?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing was so top heavy, and I got a 10, and I'm like, I'm not complaining. But you know what though? Retroactively, I've seen more of the gold Charizard. So for everybody who's listening, this is the Phantasmal Flame gold Charizard card. Our family pulled it on like day one when it released, and I immediately sent it to grading. Right? I'm like, okay, I think I have a shot here just because it's so new.
Yeah.
And it came back at 10. But the thing was, it was very top heavy if you look at it, right? I was like, how did it get a 10 when I was examining it? It didn't make any sense. But now I've started to see more cards that, doesn't get 10s on that specific card. I noticed a lot of gold, they have like, those scratches on the hollow. And I think because the whole entire card is gold and how hard it is to get a perfect condition on those.
Yeah.
I think they were more relaxed on, some of the centering.
Maybe.
So
I mean, like you might just got a grader who was like, "Hey man, I had a great day." You know what I mean? You might go fighting.
It kind of looks centered.
Yeah, kind of.
Subjective.
Yeah. What about you, Moss? What's new in your inventory in your world?
Man, I'm just trying to survive, stay afloat, man. Look, like One Piece is crazy. There's crazy gains, there's crazy losses. I'm in the positive thing, thankfully. Pokemon as well, man. Pokemon's been going crazy. It's like it caught a third win, right? The first one was beginning last year, November. Slowed down. Team Up came up again in the summer. Slowed down in October, November, and now it's pumping. Just like, and no one's talking about this, but all the vendors know it's starting to increase, right?
Yeah.
I noticed this in like January 3rd when I had my show. I moved like 20 slabs, like without even trying. I didn't expect it, right? And just people came up, I'll buy this, and I'm like, am I comping this right? Like it's selling. Am I SavHype comping? Am I, you know what I'm saying? Am I discount dealing? But no, they're buying it like close to market, and I noticed that like people offer, and it's a fair offer. Right? I'll give you like 92% of market.
Yeah.
Right. And like for the most part, I think most people will take it and run. Right. Like okay, get 92% of market. That's fine. Unless you go to the higher end, they're gonna want like 100 or something like that. Or if it's like low pop, they're gonna want 100. But I feel like the market rebounded and it's rebounding hard. Right. And then some people, like a lot of people, you don't see them talking about it, but it's going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at Pasadena.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it was crazy.
you know what? I don't know if it's just because of me, but nobody was selling Pokemons to me.
Well, I think it's because you have a lot of One Piece.
I do think so too. Well, I think so too.
Nobody sold me One Piece.
No one sold me Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh is making a comeback.
Yo, man. Nah.
Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna make a comeback.
Nah, don't touch. I don't know,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
man.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my God, guys.
Oh my God, this guy.
Ain't nobody
a proponent of Gundam.
Yes,
Bro.
yes, that's right.
You don't have any Pokemon to show. That's why I know it.
That's right. No, like legitimate. It's not by choice though. It's not even by choice. It's just like the numbers of transaction of One Piece been coming in and out. And again, that's why I say like maybe because I don't have anything in my showcase to show it.
Yeah.
But the fact that when I see people that are coming even just to my table, right? Because they would look at Pokemon, but then when they open the case, they only have One Piece in there, right? So I'm like, that to me is a signal. It's like, okay, people are holding those because those are now going back up in value for whatever reason, right? And they're not willing to get rid of it because now they're like, oh, I want to see how far these goes, right?
Yeah.
You talking about One Piece? People get rid of One Piece?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think One Piece is at the tip top.
for sure.
And people are taking their gains and they're smart and they're gonna trade into Pokemon.
Yep.
If you're not doing that, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. It's literally like teeter-totter, right? Because when Pokemon was down, right, people were selling their Pokemon again in One Piece, right? And then One Piece shoots up, bro. Multiplier, right? When it goes back up, right?
Yeah.
Invest it low and then sell high, and it's the same thing. And Pokemon is like on the rise again, right? And it's crazy because this year it's supposed to be freaking Pokemon's year, right? And it's slowly coming back. You see the manga sailing. You see everything else. The only thing that's going crazy right now are the serialized or the championship cards. Those are
because
going
it's
crazy.
limited. So
Yeah.
it's like-
Very limited.
Yeah.
But
That-
But you know what? My hidden plate, and you know this for a fact, right? Because I had the older signature, and I traded that out for the gold Luffy SP. Yeah. And I got the silver Luffy SP. And you see right now, the market, those stays consistent. They don't move. They don't move up. They don't move down. I think personally think those are like good holes.
I think they are. Because it's Gear 5 Luffy.
Yep.
Very iconic when he's laughing, holding his head. And I think it's really good.
Just a piece of jewelry, man. That's all it is on that card.
That's it. That's really what it is, man. Like, out of
It's
all
the bling
the cards,
factor.
you should probably make a necklace out of it.
Yeah. It's a bling factor, man. It's a bling factor. But yeah. I'm curious to see though. Like now, I'm going into this like cycle myself, right? Like now I made my games with One Piece. I feel I have good inventory and I have good capital. I can kind of put it back into Pokemon. We talk about it.
So you got capital, right? You have no skin in the game because you sold most of your inventory, right?
I got money.
Yeah.
Okay. You got money.
But where would you invest into it next?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
And don't worry, we won't play this episode until after you did it.
Yeah.
I would say Sun and Moon era is good. X and Y era is still good. And then obviously we talked about like the low pop stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just with the low pop stuff, it's just the popular Pokemons are obviously gonna be safe, but you don't want to low pop like some crazy nonsense that nobody wants.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. But I think Sun and Moon, XY, CO Slab, all that stuff is.
What about low pop Jinx? What do you think about that?
There might be one person in the world for pop one, but good luck.
So here lies the question, right? Because I do hear a lot of that conversation, right? Because I do know, in fact, a lot of people will chase after the low pop versus the low pop that's desirable. Yeah. I myself fell into that, a situation once or twice, right? You know it. But I'm actually educate, the audience. What are you looking for in low pop? Because just like you said, right? It could be a low pop card, or it could be a low pop card that nobody cared and nobody graded. That's why it's low pop. What are some of the signals you're looking for? Like, yeah, that's a good one versus nah, like no, there's no point other than just knowing the history of Pokemon.
It goes back to being like the popular ones. So let's say Gym Herald and Challenge, there's a lot of all those PSA 10 first sets are essentially like all sub like what 1,000, 2,000, maybe even like hundreds. Yeah. But comparatively to let's say, because I had a Electabuzz, the Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz.
Yeah,
it's a low pop. I think I don't recall the pop, but I know it's low. It goes for like $1,000. But compared to like a Blank's Arcanine, it's like a big popular, difference. Yeah, but it's like the similar sets, like, but why?
Yeah,
right. They're all like the same. Same thing with like the Clefable and like Togepi, and just I guess it's just between Pokemon.
And like if it's cute Pokemon, huh?
Yeah. And then Swirl, all that stuff make
what
a difference.
What do you consider a cute Pokemon?
Pikachu.
Bro, they're bringing back Chunkachu, bro.
I know, dude.
Chunkachu? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, all the Pokemon are fitting in shape and everything. Like, us big guys, we need some representation.
Let's see what they do with the 30th anniversary.
Well, yeah, they're coming out with Chunkachu, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, Moss, man. Since the last time we saw you, you look like a
little chunky.
I think the size of my body is in proportion to the size of his forehead.
Oh. Burn.
It's
okay.
Okay. We roast each other.
Let's roast each other, for sure.
Look, if I don't like you, I'm gonna be so polite to you, right? But if I like you, we're gonna josh each other.
It was the conversation we had in Vegas.
Yeah, look, he's about to have a kid. He's next up my size right there. Look, he's about to have a kid, bro. That's gonna be something else, man. It's like watching a volcano in person. Like, it's beautiful, but you're like, it's gonna destroy me, bro.
Can't wait.
But you know what? You're in the military, so it's like you're used to no sleeping.
Yeah,
no, you know what? Yeah. I'll tell you, like, I always, my advice to first-time parents is the first year, and honestly, every year after that, but the very first year is very clockwork-like and very hard. But the one thing I regret, and I always tell people now, is I wish doing those clockwork hours, day to day, you think like, oh, I just got to get on the schedule, do this. I never slow down more to just take the time to appreciate, Benny.
The moments.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she was in her first year. And as much as I spend time with her that I thought at the time is not enough now that I think back on it.
Yeah.
So I would say, no matter what you do, keep that in mind and just like treasure those moments. And sometimes just like just take a time, like pause whatever you do it, but just enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, man.
That's deep, dog.
That's deep, bro.
I like that. Look, see, we joke around and we spread wisdom. Look at you, man.
Yep. I might not be like great in Pokemon, but you know.
but you're the sage in One Piece, bro. I'm not looking at look.
He just switched his name to One
Yeah.
Piece. One Piece hero.
OP
hero.
That's a running joke, man. Don't you know the internet is like, oh, you just jumping shit. I'm like, nah, man. I always collect it, man.
Yeah.
Like people just don't know. I just
No,
don't
you
plot.
did though, because I remember he was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't want to do English One Piece, but I always wanted to do Japanese One Piece." I was like, "Yeah, bro, what?"
Yeah, because it was so
wanted that?
cheap. I just want to rip something.
Yeah,
man.
I remember that though. I like specifically, I was like, "Okay, you know, what is it?
Hey,
Was it
and
the
you know what?
chaser?
You know what?
A trend chaser, bro.
I used to have like a closet freak binder of One Piece that I occasionally bring out to the show. You remember?
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, you clout chaser, but no, you really did have it.
Yeah.
You did have, but you just like the past 3 months, bro. Is like I started coming to you. I'm like, bro, what do you think? You're like, well, calculations saying this. I'm like, what the hell?
my brain
Bro,
started swelling up,
he's-
you know?
He said it's common knowledge. If you just think about it, I'm like, bro, this is not common knowledge. I don't just think about it, bro.
I will tell you this though, like for me, when I look at what had happened in the last few months, the best way I can describe it is as a person who coming into Pokemon didn't have like the 30 years of history,
Yeah.
capital, right, and knowledge and the play and some of the grail card that you might have collected back then. One Piece to me is like the way I reset it myself, right? It put everybody back on the same level of playing field. And now I am able to get grails that probably years to come up like, oh, guess what I got, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was like a true blessing in disguise if you think about it, right? Because I think we all can see that, you know, if Bandai keeps doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
and if every other TCG, quite frankly, doing what they're doing, now that it's pop culture, I don't think card games can no longer be denied, if that makes sense.
I think that like the market diversifying is definitely a good thing. I think Pokemon is Bitcoin, right? And then like maybe One Piece is
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Yeah, right. It's Ethereum, bro.
For those old heads, Ethereum, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's that other one? Dragon Ball Z. What's that one?
No, that's trash coin.
What's
Sorry.
that's
Sorry,
the,
guys.
That's the
who-
Lana Rhodes
yeah.
meme coin.
No, you.
The Octo coin.
Yeah.
It's the Octo
You,
coin, bro.
you, that's the Dodge coin.
Yeah, no, honestly, okay, look, for the Dragon Ball collectors, I think it's so sick, right? That they're finally getting their
I
time.
love Dragon Ball.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
watched
grew up
Dragon
on
Ball,
it.
yeah, when I was little. And
But
the,
like,
the manga, the new arc is gonna be crazy.
you think so?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super.
I watched like the YouTube snips of the manga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it came out like
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like this is like their strongest villain they ever faced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah, bro.
Well, did you watch the?
I think
I
Frieza.
watched the Tournament Power. I watched all of it. Like
Yeah, Tournament of Power was fantastic.
Yeah,
Like with Jiren.
the new characters and all that is amazing. You know?
Yeah, see, you guys didn't know. I know that knowledge, man.
Yeah,
I watch
I'm
my
a- I'm a
Dragon
big
Ball Z. Look,
Dragon
see,
Ball
this guy,
fan.
this guy's a freak.
I
Get
know,
out of
I know
here.
Dragon Ball too, man. My favorite villain is Frieza. She reminds like okay,
She is a he.
whatever.
It's a
She,
he, bro.
he, them. But look, you couldn't see anything. Anyways, like
It's a
shit, She or he, it, whatever, reminds me of Joffrey from the Game of
Game of
Thrones,
Thrones?
right? Except for Frieza came first, right? But it's just so evil, it made you want to hate them. You know what I mean? But like with Dragon Ball Z, I feel like Dragon Ball Z walked so stuff like Naruto, Bleach, One
Yeah.
Piece could run, and that's why everyone says that. Like in terms of anime, because I watch a lot of anime too, right?
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball Z set the tone, and even before that, your show Gundam actually also helped set the tone.
Hey, man, for those who don't know, I keep telling people this, man. Gundam is older than Pokemon.
Yeah.
Think about that. And I explained to you over the phone for like 15 minutes. And he probably
trying to
dropped me
sell
out.
me, bro.
He probably
He's trying
dropped
to
me
sell
out.
me,
He probably
man.
like
It's a
put me
Gundam.
on mute.
Look, I swear to God, he sold me so good that I bought a GD01.
Yep. Yeah, man. And guess what, man? Went up double.
My favorite Gundam character is Optimus Prime, though.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. No. Stop lying to people. Look. He's the one who's chasing the cloud now.
No. What I'm like, if he was starting a cult, I would be joining it because I drank the Kool-Aid, man.
You drank the
I bought
Kool-Aid?
he talked to me. I was like, you know what? It wouldn't hurt if I just bought a box. Like, what would it do?
Yeah.
And honestly, I bought it for 150. It's already at 240. I'm like, what the heck?
See?
I'm gonna realize.
I don't. This is the thing about the you know how you bought it for 150 and 240.
Yeah.
But you can't like. It's harder for you to sell it at 240.
I'm gonna sell it for 200, bro. I'm gonna
That's
sell
what I'm
it,
saying,
baby.
you know?
Let's go.
So like I think.
Nah, I think you'd be surprised, man. Like I've walked around show, and again because like I've been into Gundam, as you guys know, you see my house, right? So when it came out, I was skeptical, right? I was like, okay, I don't know how this is gonna do. I don't want to throw a bunch of money in it. But like once I learned a little bit more, I was like, man, the art is like actually pretty. It's made from Bandai, and I learned that the players in the game, and I learned how the game was played. It's in my opinion, is funner than the One Piece game because
Ain't no way. I just started playing One Piece.
hot take, man, hot take.
I don't know because I haven't played card games in a while. I don't know. It's just the
One Piece is
global
fun,
reach.
man.
Yeah.
It's so fun, bro.
'Cause
It
I think
is.
Gundam is just popular like in Japan.
Yeah.
You know,
The giant robot.
I will say I don't know it will ever reach the popularity of One Piece, and only because Gundam is not a singular story, right? So that's the thing that people doesn't know, right? Gundam is a universal term. So think about like Marvel comic superheroes, right? Like Avengers is the best way I can describe it. Every story is typically like a multiverse type of story, right?
Does it have
It's
like
self-contained.
a cute character? I'm not talking about like a female.
There's no cute
You know what I'm saying?
characters
Like,
in
a
machines,
chopper,
man.
bro. Is there like a chopper?
No.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
there's like a cute robot, right? It's a
Ain't no robots cute, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
yeah. It's called Hollow, but it's like a Android basically.
Okay.
But
But there's no like cute stuffed animal type of thing. I think that's a key component.
that's the key component.
Yeah.
But you know what? Gundam. That's what he watches anime for.
Look, hear me out.
Yeah.
You know why a lot of people
I'm hearing you
collect
out.
Pokemon? People collect Pokemon.
Pokemon hits all
It's
different
a
aspects.
Pet.
Yeah.
No, but it's a pet.
It hits all
right?
different aspects.
It's a pet. You collect a pet. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? One Piece, they got Chopper, but like, okay, you know what you're collecting. Nah, I mean, Rob.
That's all. We all know what people
And then
collect One
Zoro
Piece
is the
for.
people who want to be a samurai warrior or whatever. And then like Gundam, like mechanics, like bro, it's gonna-
Robots, man, giant robots, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Giant robots.
That's why like Dragon Ball Z never got so big too, because it's just like dudes fighting each other.
Yeah, and
Dudes fighting each other.
Yes. Oh, seriously.
the get also right, like not to downplay anything, but like I heard Dragon Ball Z is coming out with like a new TCG game or whatever, just like Naruto. But like the old Dragon Ball Z game wasn't as fun to play with.
Yeah.
I played it. It wasn't that fun to me. Right? It was, like I love the novelty of it, but like in terms of like actually continuously playing it, it gets old.
I think it's just mainly for the collectors at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool cards. There are some cool cards.
There's some cool cards for it. I definitely saw some cool cards. Like when I looked at One Piece in the beginning, I was like, damn, these cards are actually really nice, right? Like besides the hype and everything, I was like, there's like really a lot of effort because I'm a tattoo artist. I draw and design and everything. I was like, there's a lot of effort into the design and like the production of this.
100%. Aesthetically, those cards are gorgeous,
I like
right?
the boxes too. The booster box itself.
Yes. Bro, I opened it, oh, what is this? And then I was like, it's like $1. I was like,
No, you don't understand though.
Crazy,
You don't understand. Like when I first, like the first time I opened up One Piece as well, I was like ecstatic because I was like, man, there's all these types of like gold border cards.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, you come to find out like 20 cents.
I'm like,
50
oh.
cents,
Yeah.
bro. Pokemon conditions you to be like, oh, shiny, right?
Yeah, like
It's
if it's not full art shiny.
No, not the wrong shiny.
Yep.
Bro.
So that was like a breath of fresh air. And you know what? Again, going back to the thing, like for me, like Gundam is phenomenal because if you open up a box, there's guaranteed like 8 legendary rares in there. So they're like the equivalent of hollows, right? But they're playable and they're like full art with textures. 8 of them. Man, the value you get out of the Gundam box is amazing.
Okay.
And the game is fun. It's genuinely fun. Like, and you guys know my crazy schedule, right?
Yeah.
But it's to the point where I'm even thinking investing time into playing it.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
If you play One Piece, I'll play Gundam.
Let's do it. I'm telling you.
And Michael's dress up.
Yeah. with baby
In
Sal.
One Piece, in One Piece, I could see him as like Frankie, right? Because you're buff, right? Frank's
Let's go. No. So I think, look,
You're gonna need a hobby to do at home, bro. What are you gonna do at home?
he got no time.
Huh?
He got no time. He has to take care of the baby.
No, because look, hear me out, right? When you have the baby and everything, and then you're putting it right there, what are you gonna do?
gotta watch One Piece. That's what I told my wife too.
Yeah, you gotta watch, bro. You know, while the baby's eating, you're just gonna be like this the whole time. No, you're gonna have something else to
She's
do.
like, I don't want him to hear that. When
What?
He's like a toddler.
Well, then put it in
Put my headphones
sub.
in.
No, put it in sub,
My
bro.
headphones in.
Yeah.
Put it in sub, and then your baby says, "Arigato." Learn Japanese. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. But yeah, going back on track here. I think the point, I guess, I'm really exciting and optimistic about the TCG market as a whole is because we talked about it. Everything is firing off in all cylinders.
Yeah.
Who would have known? In just honestly, like a week ago, who would have known like Dragon Ball would make a comeback in this accelerated rate?
Was it 50th anniversary?
You know who someone knew. What's it? Pack Battle. That guy, he
We
believes
were just
it,
talking
right?
about it.
Yeah.
We were
I
just
don't
talking about
really
it.
know him, but when I walk through his stuff, like he has Dragon Ball. He has Dragon Ball. So he knew or he believes.
Yeah, I mean,
Then you're
sometimes
gonna be the number one freaking Gundam vendor, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Like sometimes you just gotta look, like we separate vendor versus collector, right? Like
Yeah.
for me, collecting Gundam is purely just for my enjoyment, and if it ever pops off, great, fantastic. But if it doesn't, I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. You know?
Yeah, that,
Why would you like?
Buy what you like.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, I love it, and you know what? Like that's like childhood memory and all of that. You know, that's my Pokemon. My Pokemon is a giant robot. You know.
Mine's Gyarados also because I think when I was younger I used to fish a lot. That's why. So I guess.
You still fishing every show. What are you talking about?
What do you mean, bro?
Yeah.
Be baiting deals.
Oh look,
Yep.
hey, we gotta talk about this because last time me and him made a deal for the Pikachu or whatever, and then like he completely made this deal, bro. And then he cooked himself, right?
What was
Bro,
what are you talking about?
It was the Gold Star Pikachu, bro. And he gave me a whole bunch of modern. And
You told me about that.
yeah,
You didn't do it to me.
No, I gave it to you.
No.
No, it's a different one. It's not the Charizard. My bad. Excuse me. The Charizard. The Charizard. And then like look.
Well, hold on. Back up. Let everybody in on this conversation. What happened?
So I guess this guy came up right to me. And he's like,
he was supposed to trade it to me.
yeah, he was no.
Yeah,
but look, hold on.
snagged
Hold on.
it.
No, hold on. Before that.
Uh-oh, drama.
There was no situational awareness. He just came up to my table and said, "Hey, what would you do for this? I like that card."
What card was it?
What was it?
Gold Stars, dog.
Ghost
Yeah,
Star?
it was a gold.
Was it?
So he brought the Gold Star Zard, right? But he wanted my Pikachu, right? The Pikachu, and said, "What do you want? I want this." Look, man, all I am is a vendor, bro. So I started talking to him like, "Look, man, this is the cleanest like you want because it was really clean." And like, "Yeah, man, I really want to do it for this." I was like, "Look, bro, what do we gotta do to get this deal done today?" Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just straight up to the point. And then we made a deal, and then I think someone walked up and he was like, "Oh shoot." I think he wanted like what's it called? I think he wanted to trade that the Zard to someone else or whatever. I don't know the situation. And then like, yeah, I think it was in the front. I think it was SavHype or something like that. I said, oh, this guy got him. But there was no situational awareness before that, right?
Yeah.
So I went up there,
Sniped my deal,
bro,
man.
without knowing I did, and thank God because you know what? I'm glad.
But
like, look, I went up to him. I went up to him and said, hey, bro, you looking for this?
no, so originally we already talked on Instagram that he was gonna buy my Pika 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know he had the Zard because he showed me some other cards, but I didn't know he had the Zard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till afterwards, and that's why after I knew it, as a friend, I had to rub it in your face. but then okay, but that's only part of it, right? Then afterwards, he was foaming out the mouth, like he wanted it, right? I needed it. Yeah, at that time he was doing Gold Stars. Like this guy's crazy. He was doing Gold Stars Arts 1 to 9, right?
Yep.
Impossible. But like 1 to 9, right? And it's like, what do you want to do, man? I'll give you this, this, and this. And look at like completely, he gives the best deals and everything. But he said this, this, and this. I said, yeah. He's like, yeah, let's do it. I'll trade. I said, all right, let's trade it. Let's do it. And then so we traded, bro. And then I was like,
So that was what happened.
bro. I started confident. I was like,
This doesn't make
this
sense.
gave me more than a good deal. I was like,
know.
he wanted it bad. I was like, okay, maybe he
I
expected
kicked myself, man. I was like, dang. After that, I was like looking at the numbers, like,
Yeah.
this makes any sense, man. Go talk to this guy, man.
Yeah, he's the one that made the deal, shook the hand, and then I was like, okay, let's do it. I looked, I was like, bro. And then he texted me, man, he cooked me, bro. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, and then he showed me in the comments, like, bro, you're the one that offered it to me.
No, I think the math was like off because I was doing something and then like it just got mixed up. But
Yeah, but okay. And then I was like, oh man, like he's a good friend, bro. So I was like, I was like, here, I got a gift for you. And I gave him a PCI and everything like that, trying to make it up. But look, I just want to set the record. He cooked himself, and I obliged.
I don't really care.
And I know, because you always
nah.
do videos, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But also, it's the relationship that's worth more than the, you know what I mean? Than the numbers, bro.
Yeah, if I want something, I'll just come up strong and like I'll pay 95% market. I don't care. You know?
Not even that, bro.
Yeah.
I think he paid more than 95%. Like, if
Well, the thing is, I didn't get into those cards for that.
Yeah,
so it's like,
but also so in my defense, also as a gift, I gave him a card. I felt like that would equate to it to put it somewhere on the level playing.
I'll take it.
You know what I mean?
It'll forever be in my binder.
Yeah.
Good,
Well,
I love it.
Well, Mike, you wanna extend your 1-9 conversation?
The auction house is just, it's hit or miss. If you want to go auction house, make sure you do your research.
Yeah, no, but what happened? Remember, because I was
It takes
there.
forever. It took them forever. And when they posted it, the market cooled off.
No, but when I was, remember, I was with you.
I know, it took them forever.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, I want to sell this as a set. Remember? You were like, you told, I forgot his name.
I mean, regardless, it's just like, it took them like 3-4 months. And I could have moved it myself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
By the time the
was
market
it-
calmed down, and then you went 1 through 9, and they wanted to break it up. Like, for what?
But the thing is, they also had another 9 in auction.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then let that 9 go, and then let's go. Do all of them.
Which is too many. It was just, I think it's just bad timing. It was too many cards and a lot. And obviously, there's no publicity for, consumers.
Not like right now. You know.
Right now, it's crazy. But
Yeah.
like timing the market is crazy because
It took them way too long. It didn't get posted until like August.
I was surprised because I remember when I interviewed you, you were talking about the 1-9 auction, and then I remember you finally told me like, oh, it's about to go up. I'm like, wait, that was like almost 3 months, and I'm like, wow, how come it took so long?
Was it Vegas?
Yeah, it was Vegas in the summer.
Yeah.
That's
It is what it is.
It is what it is,
right? Lesson learned.
I think that was one of the few times you told me you like kind of missed a little bit of the mark. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, because I guess I just moved it myself.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
What-
would've
You
got
move
it
it fast, bro.
more,
Way more.
Exactly.
Way more.
yeah. So you don't have any of the 1-9 anymore?
Well, look, bro, I'm starting
up
an
now.
auction house. So if you
I'm
want
not
to consign with
I'm
me,
not actually nothing. You better buy it first.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Yesterday, these 2 guys, and I know them like fairly well, like as clients, they came up and they saw my first edition for Alligator Raw. I know it's clean, right? And they were like, "How much you want for it?" I was like, "Man, I already told this guy you'd offer it." And the other guy that I offered him to offer on it first said, "Nah, let's bid." I said, "What?" I said, "Bro, I don't like it when people try to make me bid against each other. So I wouldn't want to do it against you." The other guy said, "Let's do it." Bro, so they started bidding against each other. I said, I'm down to bid, but I'm gonna start putting this for Alligator. I'm gonna put it at 180. We're gonna start at 180. So it's one. I said, "See, fine, I'll do 180." It said 190, 200, 220, 235,
Man,
240.
that's crazy.
I said, "Brother, this is way above comps. I'm not even gonna lie to you." I was like, "Look, man, 245." Like, I was like, "Bro, yeah, y'all should just chill." Like, right? I think there was a pissing match after that. So that it settled at like 260, like somewhere around 260, right? And I said, "Look, man, whoever wins it, just give me like 240, bro, because that's way above comps." But if they look to my benefit, they did that. I was like, I don't like when people do it, but they just saw it as a game. They didn't care. I was like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun. Like, I mean, nowadays I would just like, at front row, one of the last deal I did with Trader John's.
Yeah.
Trader John.
Yeah, shout out Trader John's, guys.
Good people, man. I love it, man.
Fantastic. Yes, it was a Magikarp, and I was helping Nikoi just sell the Magikarp.
Yeah.
And
What, the Paldea one?
yeah, Paldea, PSA 10, right? So I was like, hey, just won 85% of the market,
Yeah.
right? And then we showed the com everything, and John was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, look, how about like we just do $5 up and down, like literally, and then we have Judge Chong's brother Javatar, and he was the one who flipped and call.
Yeah.
So just for fun. I mean, sometimes you got to do something fun,
Like John and Derek and you also, you guys were all like one of the first vendors at my first show.
Yeah.
All of you guys.
Yeah. I remember the karate dojo.
The dojo.
The dojo.
Where the music was blasting all up in the face, and you can't even walk around.
Bro,
because
you know what's crazy?
Body to body.
I don't know if you remember the deal you made, but when I saw that deal, I was like, dang, this guy is crazy.
Which deal?
All the tag teams for the ponchos, and you did it with TCG TCG bangers.
Oh, I mean, it was fair.
It was fair. It was just that like how you just slid in and out of like a section of the market that fast.
Yeah, because I graded the poncho, so don't regardless what I got.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, no, but it was fair, 100% fair, and you could do deals with other vendors and it'd be fair. It's just that knowing the market. After that, the poncho stagnated for a little bit, but the tag teams. That was, bro.
And then I just
and then you
the tag
flipped
teams
them.
to Gold Stars.
You tagged them gold stars, and then you went back into ponchos. I was like,
yes. So guys, I think some things that you guys don't get to see on a day-to-day basis, man. We work, we work near this guy. We see how this guy does it. This guy is smooth. He's a smooth criminal.
he's smooth. Look, he sells you 85%.
He's smart.
You sell 85%. It's easy money.
For sure.
Sell 90, guys. Sorry. Don't lose a relationship with $5 or 2%, 3%, whatever the case.
He's your vendor's favorite vendor.
Because the thing is,
that's right.
I could say, I'll pay 85%, but I'm gonna comp your card at freaking $1,500 when there's a $1,700 card.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like,
facts.
Don't be like that.
Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, it happened to me this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I told him get out of my table, man.
I see that so many times.
Everybody's like, I pay 85% or 90%, and then they're comping me like
50%.
Yeah. You already comped me 90%, and you want to do another 15% off. Like, what the heck are we doing over here?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah, so that's what.
Hey, Benny.
Hi, Benny. That's why I'm like, you know what, this thing.
Yeah, look, bro, that's the game, man. And you see a lot of people do it. Like, they'll walk up to your table, hey, man, I'm paying really strong. I want to do this.
And they pull out their call ladder, and then they're like,
I know. Well,
like 3 months ago.
Last couple sales were $950. But look, honestly, if you think about it, this is a $900 card.
The best like recently, like you see a bunch of high comps.
Yeah.
And then the latest one is like maybe like $100 off.
So
yeah.
you gotta,
like, look at this.
You gotta be both ways. So you can't be like, I'm gonna take the lowest one on this, but I'm gonna take the highest one on this when I sell. Like,
No,
I hate that.
The funniest one is when both of the cards are literally in the same trajectory, right? They have high comps, and then the latest one is like low comp, and then he'll comp yours at the latest comp, and then his is like averaged.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. How do you play both way?
Like, don't get me wrong. When I buy it, like, I will use either way you want to, as long as it makes sense, right?
As long as
If
it
we're
works
doing
for both of
averages,
us.
Well, I'm buying everything at the average. So if you have one low sale, we're averaging that. You know what I mean? For every card, right? But if you're doing, okay, well, this one has a really low sell at the top, we're gonna do this one, but this one has a really low sell in the middle, and let's just do averages. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Exactly.
You gotta choose a side, at least to appear fair, even if you're not, right? But no, because like you said, bro, every time I go to a show, there's like 5 people walking around like, I want to see this.
All buying for the same people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
Because they gotta make their percentage.
Yeah, and then like, I'm not saying don't do that, because that is another path in the market, right? To explore. But if you do it in a way that is like
It's
transparent.
respectable.
Yeah,
It's respectable. Like,
yeah. And I'm not saying like appear to be good. I'm just actually saying be transparent. If you're saying that you want to do average comps, then average every comp of every card you want to get, right? If you want to do,
they're just want to squeeze every single dollar.
I think like the majority of them. I know some of them that's been doing it for years, but the majority of people that are just doing it don't know how to they don't know how to talk and explain what they're doing, or they're purposely doing this just because they don't care about the network. They don't care about the relationships. And then,
they're not thinking about the long term.
The next time, if Pokemon goes to a recession or whatever, it crashes or whatever, they won't be here, right? Because in 2021,
when the repackers stop buying, then what happens?
Yep.
Then it's done.
Game over.
It's game over. Then you know what you're gonna do? 5 a.m. at Target.
You gotta go on eBay. Sell on eBay.
Yeah, bro.
Again,
better start. You better start doing something. You better be friends with a streamer.
Exactly.
You know
What do you guys take on the repacking side of things, man? Like, cause like for me, when I first kind of came across, the repacking, I always thought like, man, how is this sustainable in the long term?
Yeah.
For any, cause I see a consolidation of all these companies eventually, very quick too, right? Cause it's not sustainable that every one of these companies have repacking, because at the end of the day, they're all trying to cannibalize the same market of sales, right? So to me, it's like, what are your thoughts on the aggressive way that they're buying, and where we're heading into that.
Well, first, they're not even buying aggressive. They're buying 85%. However, they're paying the percentage to people actually buying for them. So essentially, let's say if I'm sourcing for repacker, I'm making like what 5-10% of whatever like volume I bring. So if a show I bring in 100K, I'm pocketing whatever 5%, 10%,
5,000,
and then repacker, gets the rest, and then they sell it for like 120%. I mean, or they put in their mystery bags and upcharge, and then do the buybacks, and it's just an ongoing like endless like treacherous cycle that nobody's gonna
Maybe I'll have a different take. I think it's great for the hobby.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
But who is buying for the repacker thing?
Look, but because the people buying for the repackers, right? It's just like fingers, right? They're trying to grab some stuff from the hobby and bring it out. But like the repackers go to the main corporations. Those corporations have to commercialize and advertise them, which then entices other people to get into the hobby, and then they go to us to buy and sell and trade, because not everyone wants to do it online, or there would be no card shows because everyone would just go to eBay, because you know what I'm saying, or Amazon, just like Amazon or something, whatever, right? Like they would go there. But I think that brings new blood to hobby, and then like also I think it creates a circulation.
It's a food chain.
Yeah,
it is.
and it circulates a kind of economy where like people will sell, right? And then like the money will go out of the hobby because like the cards are out of the hobby, and then the repackers will sell it right there, boom, and then the repackers have to buy more, and it'll stimulate the economy. I think in the grand scheme of things, it's good for the community. I don't think everyone should sell to the repackers. I don't think
they have to.
Yeah,
like they have to. They're paying that strong. Like if they're paying 90%, like a regular consumer is gonna come and offer around the same.
Yeah.
Like everyone's trying to get the deals.
Yeah.
Like it's rare that you sell a card for your exact same sticker price. Maybe one or twice a show. Like if you have a card for $1,000, if I'm a consumer, I'm gonna try to get like $50 off, or I'm gonna try to get $100 off.
Something.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course. It's just like everybody wants a deal. Unless you really, really want that card, you really need it, or you can't have it, or you're gonna die without it, you're gonna pay the $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the last piece of the puzzle, right?
Yeah, it's like I need this now, or I can't find it ever again. I'm gonna pay whatever your asking price. That's why it goes back to like the low pops has a higher demand, because there's just not that many. And if I could just bulk everything up, whether it's hot items or like brick items, and just all at a percentage, why not?
Yeah, and it fits your business model perfectly, because you want to turn and burn, right? And instead of finding one buyer, you'll find instead of finding multiple buyers, that one buyer will come up, had a great day.
Still do the same. Probably what 2 or 3% less. Like, what's the point of me waiting?
Yeah, see, I think that's where, like, to me, it's like the vicious cycle comes in, right? Like, so let's talk everybody do this, right? So what are we talking about? Repacking. As you guys might see, there's a lot of repacker, mystery pack, digitally, right? You can buy exactly. So us as vendor, let's just say I'm inclined to churn and burn. Yeah. I'm selling all my cards at 85, 90%. I'm getting that 90% profit. Great.
Yeah.
I get a lump sum of money, right? I might be able to buy somebody's collection out, rinse and repeat like once or twice more.
Liquid.
Right. But pretty soon, right, when the cycle goes through everybody, now all the other vendor or all the other people realize like, hey, I could sell it to the repacker directly and I'm getting 85, 90%.
Yeah.
Why am I selling to you as a vendor as 70, 80?
Exactly.
Right? So how does that becomes healthy for vendors like buying and purchasing? Because at the end of the day, it's a zero-sum game, right?
I'll tell you something, right? And I'm not gonna say no names or anything like that, but like from personal experience, I actually sell some like singles to a company, right? At a good percentage, and they will only work with people at the show.
It goes to relationship.
Yeah.
Relationship and networking. Because if I'm a come up vendor and I'm like, let's say, sticking my price at 100% or 95% of whatever market, and nobody knows me, I might sell 3 cards. Because there's big buyers that just goes to their specific people and they buy for them, because 1, they know they're gonna hook them up, 2, they know what they like, and 3, like, it's a working relationship. Like, I know what you need and I'm gonna source it for you. I'm gonna get it for you. I'm gonna give you the best deals. You don't need to shop all the way, waste time, and then like agree on a number, and then you just waste your time, because right now time is valuable.
Sure.
You only got like 5-6 hours at the show. And with it being so crowded now, like, good luck getting through the aisles and going through like 5, 6, 7 vendors looking for one specific card or a stack of cards that makes like what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think like you said, it's a double-sided because on one aspect, you feel like it'll kill the market. Another aspect, like it's a turn and burn.
Yeah.
And I think it completely depends on perception, right? Like what side of the aisle are you on? Because it could be great for people with that sort of like business strategy. And then for other people that don't want to do it, it's not as good. But the good thing about like capitalism in this economy of the Pokemon market is that you could do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, you could stick your at 150%, but you're not gonna sell. You know?
Yeah.
You could be like, you know what? Oh, you want to buy a bunch? You know, or you could be like, okay, bro, come on, let's do it, right? Because at the end of the day, I'd rather turn 10%, right? 5, 10.
I make 5%. I go home happy. You
right?
know?
I'd rather turn 5 and 10% week after week than try to make 100% one time in a month.
I think that's kind of what I was getting at with that question, right? Which is like, okay, you make your 5% once or twice, sure, you may be up like 10%, but now the rest of the market catches up, and now the people that you're sourcing from are no longer selling to you at that percentage. They're also increasing at a percent. So now you're buying back at zero sum, right? That's kind of where I was getting at.
What do you mean?
So like, let's just say, let's just give an example to the audience, right? Let's just say I want a card. And I'm trying to sell it, and I have a card here, $100.
Yeah.
I'm getting at $80, right? Because I get a source and I can source it at 80%. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
So I source it. I'm selling it to, let's just say, Repacker at 90%. I'm making that $10 difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I profit $10. I did it again for the same card. I made $20 in total, right?
Okay.
Now the market catches up.
Yeah.
Your source is now saying, well, I can sell to Repackers. So I want 90%.
Or you just want 85%.
Or 85%.
Yeah.
Now what? What do you do?
And I think it happened. I think it happened when there was a time when PSA was buying at 90%, and then like what? No anymore. That's what I'm getting.
Not anymore, right?
Like they were buying 9%, and everyone was like, you know what? Online they said they'll give me 9%. I think I'll just take PSA. Okay, respectfully, that's your decision.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then PSA stopped buying.
Yep.
At 90%.
Don't come back to me with the
and then or even like, oh yeah, it's the same technique as saying like, oh well, this guy offered me this much, can you match it? Well, if he offered you that much, why don't you
Didn't he take it?
Yeah, exactly. It's just go back to once again the relationship. If I hate it when people comes like, oh, I could get it for TCG right now for $5, and mine is showing $6, and why don't you just buy it from TCG then?
And you got to pay the tax, right? Yeah.
You don't have.
Why have that conversation?
Yeah.
right?
Why are we wasting time having this conversation? It's the same thing.
100%.
Like if you're gonna sell it at 85, you don't have to tell me go sell it.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't come trying to bait me
like
to give it to you for $4, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Don't try to just squeeze every dollar out of me. Like I'd rather just pay you whatever you want, and then it's an ongoing relationship, and I take care of you, take care of me.
100%.
Instead of you're squeezing me for $5, I'm like, you know what? The $5 is not worth it. Here, take my $5 and leave. You know?
Yeah. You know, that's actually a great point because like I've kind of, ever since I started a podcast, I'm trying to be more mindful about etiquette, right? One of the things I've learned is like build that relationship, and this is something I start doing now religiously. Instead of like if I go to a vendor and I see a card that I want and I want to start that negotiation, right? I don't even say what's the lowest you can do because I hate that conversation. Because on the other side, I'm like, the lowest is what I sticker it at. Like I wouldn't sticker it at the lowest.
Well, let me play a devil's advocate. There is a low number that you would take.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Because like, to be honest, you're not in it for market. Nobody's in it for market.
Yeah.
Maybe some stuff if you lose percentage or whatever.
Or you expect it to go up
Yeah.
again.
Maybe that's but 9 times out of 10 you're not in that card for market. So you have room. It just depends on how much room you want to give up.
Correct.
Would you tell your lowest?
Of course, I tell them, hey, this is my lowest what I need. And then if they say yes, cool. If they don't want it, then don't take it.
Yeah, I think there's
Talk about no plus, bro. Look, this is it.
Yeah.
I think there's
but that's not the lowest I bought for.
Yeah.
So it's like I still make my money. Like unless I blatantly knows like, okay, I'm down bad on this item.
Yeah.
I just gotta get out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Either way, you're selling, right?
Either way, like I'm already down. Like, what's the word? I can't go down anymore. So I'm just gonna
don't
cut
say
my
that.
losses.
Yeah, 100%.
I gotta cut my losses.
Sometimes you got it.
Well, it's just like for
I get
example,
it.
the freaking 151 booster bundle dropped to like $90.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And $85, and I was like, oh man, I sold some, but I
Yeah.
kept some, but I cut my losses. Like, oh man, I was like,
have
and then went back to 120.
They back up now, man.
Bro, I at $100, I sold 15 of them, right? And it's my fault because I put some stuff in like my friend's store or whatever. So I put like 15 of them out like at $100, and then like I hit him up. I was like, oh shoot, the 151 sell, and they was like, yes, someone just bought all of them. I was like, he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, what, man? You just made like $1,500. What are you tripping for? I was like, that's just 120. Yo, bro, the same day that it changed. But also,
it went down too. So
yeah.
like, I
It's like 117.
You got to catch the
I
market.
got like $10 each. I was like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna
Get out.
of it.
But
Get
also,
out.
but also, like, I still made a profit, but that was just me, like, trying to catch up to market. So, hey, look, pro tip, right? Pro tip: if you go to a store or whatever, and they price it out and everything like that, check the comps. Because you could get a good deal because you don't know how often they reprice.
Yeah,
So I was
exactly.
saying back before, like some of these like local stores or older websites online, they don't look at the market every weekend or every day.
Yeah.
And you could catch those steals sometimes. Like,
You know who does? Alan. He's crazy about this, bro.
no, I'm talking like
No
stores.
way.
Like
Oh,
actual
yeah.
stores, like
No
your
way.
LGSs that like. But a lot of LGSs catch on now. They're basically looking up at market.
Before they sell, they look at it just in case.
I think Alan is like one of the most analytical people that I know, right? And I come to him, I'm like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this trend? Because he'll be like, look, man. And then when he says, look, man,
Nah.
it's like, okay, he's about to break some wisdom down, bro. Like,
Nah.
he's gonna find something.
You know
and
what
then
it
come-
is though?
You're
You know
good,
what it
bro.
is?
You're good.
I don't think I'm analytical as much as people think I am, but I think I understand human psychology.
That's what
I
someone
understand.
That's really analytical would say. I think
Yeah.
you analyze. Just,
But you see what I'm saying, right? Like what I don't necessarily know all the history, TCG,
Yeah.
Pokemon pricing, my sets, all of that, right? But I understand human psychology. I
think Your
understand.
insight's really good though. Like that's
Yeah.
what I was trying to get at. I think your insight is like kind of on point to instinct. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Because
just like his insight is really
because
good.
it's like that's what I would do if I just came in knowing nothing and somebody's telling me X and Y, factor, and I'm gonna go in and I have to make a decision on X amount of dollar. That's what I would think, right?
Yeah.
And if I think that way, the mass majority of the market would think that way. And guess what? You gotta go the opposite way sometimes. It's that simple. I mean, it's not it's almost common sense if you think about it, right? And I think that's like the point where is. I did short selling before, right? It's always thinking about the opposite side of, well, if everybody thinks this way, eventually the opposite will happen, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah. But yeah,
Where do you see the One Piece market and
It's crashing.
in
crashing.
when?
Don't know, but it's crashing.
well, so we'll get to that hot take and we'll get to the product showcase here, right? My hot take, I said this in the previous episode already, right? I feel pretty confident that the One Piece market is here to stay. How much of that correction will happen is yet to be determined. However, when I look at right now, like there's clearly two forerunners, right? Pokemon and One Piece, right? When you look at Pokemon, and I say this with all my love with Pokemon here, right? Pokemon heading into the 30th anniversary is kind of weak, man, in my honest opinion. And 30th anniversary, again, I keep asking all my guests, name the top chase of any anniversary set. You can't do it. There's absolutely nothing.
Generation was good.
Yeah, but name a top chase.
The full art Pikachu, Charizard, they came with the specialty set.
Yeah. The Blastoise.
Yep.
Is anybody looking for it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just sold the near mint one for like what, $200?
Yeah, the Pika, the
But-
promo one, the Japanese is the 20th.
Yeah.
But then
But those are
But
those
the
are
25th, right? The 25th anniversary, dog water.
no. But with those you talking about the Festas, right?
No. I'm talking about like
Generations.
the generation.
The one where it's like Pikachu and then electric
Yeah,
Pokemon line,
yeah.
Blastoise and then
Oh, yeah.
water Pokemon line. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Those
That
dudes
one-
are like
yeah.
rails. Like
Those
Yeah.
are real.
in 10, they're going for like
Strong
crazy
number.
numbers.
Yeah,
Strong
crazy
number.
number. Yep.
In the thousands. But like I know what you're saying though, because 25th didn't really have anything.
I think it's because it's just COVID too.
You think so?
Sure could be.
COVID, but that
Motherfuckers
same
were sick
year
when they were
but that
drawing
same
or
year,
what?
guess what? But that same year, what came out? What came out though?
What?
set came out?
Same year.
Evolved
Evo.
Skies.
Evolved Skies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Look at Center Heroes. Good luck getting Center Hero.
Oh my
Look,
god.
man, okay,
Oh
look.
my
What do you
god.
think
Yeah.
about Ascended Heroes? But I think, okay, I used to hate
It's
the
a
Dragonite.
heavyweight. It's a heavyweight set.
It's a great
Yeah.
set.
It has 2 SIR Pikachu. What the heck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to think it was dog water, but like, I'm looking at it, I'm like,
And people are sleeping on the
Yeah.
for alligator, the
Yeah.
like all that's like
Oh man. SavHype is bullish.
Yo, he's bullish.
Hey,
man.
bullish.
they're paying no $15 a pack
It's
though.
time to jump,
I'm not
baby.
paying no $15 a
Let's
pack.
go.
But
Yeah.
Go.
It's so hard to find the product.
Yeah, well, that's because they're doing like staggered
It
release.
doesn't be like the worst.
You think so?
I think. I mean, look, all I'm saying is, right, like as a set beyond Ascended Heroes, there's really not much.
Well, we don't know yet.
Journey
because if
Together.
No, they already announced it.
But if they drop a Mega Rayquaza set,
No, but they already. So
was this supposed to be Emerald Storm?
that's what I'm saying. Like depending
Yeah, so-
on what they put in there.
Yeah.
have you? So you seen the actual name for the release, right? The next one is Chaos Rising.
Yep, with Great
Yeah.
Ninja.
That's Good Ninja, and we already seen the art for it, right? Like the leak art,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Look, Greninja is this chase card, right? Like Twilight Masquerade, perfect example, right? But I don't think as a general mass, right? It's not gonna bring all the money from
I think it's good.
One Piece
because
into
it
it.
slows down a little bit.
Yeah.
Great, right?
Because if you have banger set after banger set after
Yeah,
banger
it's
set,
not sustainable. It's fatigue, yeah.
It's just too much.
So back to his question,
Yeah.
which was where does One Piece going into the towards the end of this year, and when does it like sustain or crash or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident that One Piece isn't going anywhere anytime soon, right? Especially into the 30th anniversary. Yes, you can have a Rayquaza, but I was talking to Metakai about this, right? There's no traditionally there hasn't been any Rayquaza card that's like super desirable other than the Gold Star,
Just wait. They're
right? And I want them to prove me wrong. I really want them to prove me wrong.
Depends on what else they put in that set.
Yeah. So
I think it is.
You know.
Yeah, I heard they're like doing like reprints just like they did the 25th of like like modern grails.
yeah.
knows?
Which is gonna be great, right? I would love to see that. Until I seen those, I cannot assume that it's gonna happen.
That's just part of the magic of Pokemon. Look, they got you
You know?
hooked.
They got me hooked.
They got you.
Yeah, because you look at Distant Rebel, it's like $600 now, man.
Oh my god, that don't even talk to me about
Like,
that.
it's
That doesn't
crazy.
make any sense.
Crazy.
It doesn't make any sense, man.
crazy,
Because
bro.
meanwhile, like back to the very first episode where he talked about the chase card have to equal the box set, right? Look at what the Mewtwo is going for right now. It's like $1,200. Doesn't make sense.
10?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
The raw.
It does not make sense.
The raw.
It's like 400.
Yeah, like 400, 450. Yeah. So
But it doesn't make sense. For that box to be 600 right now,
there's
it doesn't.
There's times if you're a collector, there's times to get booster boxes and there's times to get like singles, right?
Yeah.
Right now, it's
Yeah.
absolutely the single market.
Yeah.
Right? It's absolutely, and it's not even close because booster boxes are going absolutely nuts. And like if you think about it from a perspective, like you're probably gonna get, like this is just raw numbers, right? Like whatever made up numbers, you probably get like one SIR, right, in every like 2 boxes or something like that.
I think the numbers are 2 to 3 per case.
2 to 3 per case, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
like it's one and 2, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 boxes is 1,200. Go ahead and buy the PSA 10.
Yep, that's exactly my point
Right?
too.
Go ahead and buy the PSA 10.
Yeah, no. And then with the
Unless you're collecting.
like you can't the SIR like pullage is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's like bajillion SIRs. In that.
What, they,
If you get a chain rate SIR, like God,
It's just like for
Yep.
the reason the summary on so hard to
But
get.
they said that set is officially the largest set, right? How?
Wait, what is?
Okay,
Ascended Hero.
Ascended Hero has the largest numbers of cards.
Yep.
But to me, that doesn't make sense. Shouldn't that be black and white? Because black and white has every single.
because they split it up into 2.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see. I
They did
see.
white foot and black
Okay,
foot.
okay.
No, they combine them, yeah, but
Right. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. But yeah, that
And it's not
Gengar.
even a regular set. It's a specialty set.
well, it's in the Heroes too, especially. That's what the
No, that's what I'm saying. Specialty heroes is a specialty set.
Which is gonna be so much harder to pull the SIR, right? If you think about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. And that
there's no
Gengar.
guarantee. Like it's not guaranteed. If I get a case, I'm gonna get 2 or 3 SIRs. It's like
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
random. It's all random.
My nephew pulled the Japanese version. Shout out Kid Trainer Epic. I see you, boy.
Yeah.
He's always on YouTube, man. He's gonna see.
Yeah, I opened like maybe like 3 boxes of Mega Dream. I just gave up. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
2 packs.
Yeah. Nice.
Really?
Nice.
I don't really like open Japanese. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice, but all right. Well, let us get to the product showcase. I know Moss, you got a busy schedule as well. So
Yeah. I'm coaching my son's basketball team, bro. We're going to the championship, baby.
they got Luffy NCAA cards there.
I bought 10 of them just to pass out if we win.
Yeah.
But if
I'm gonna go to the show right now.
but if we lose, they're
You
getting
have to get it back. You're gonna get it back. All right, man. Let's show people what you bought on the show today, man.
Okay. Let me see him grab this right here. This is the 2015 Japanese XY promo Gyarados from the Pokemon Center, Hiroshima.
Let me see.
Check it out, bro.
Ooh, I'm gonna show the camera. I'm doing the thing where I show the camera now. Hang on.
nice. There you
Go
go.
ahead, go show the camera, man.
Close up.
And let me tell you something about believing in a card, right? So that card, right? That card was like I want to say like $3,000 or $4,000. Then it shot up to like 6,000, right? And then like the market dipped and it sold a couple for 4,000. And then I was like, there's no way that's a $4,000 card. Some guy came and offered me. He's like, hey, let me give you 3,600 for it, cash. That's how they say it, cash, right? And I was like, brother, that's at least a freaking $6,000-7,000 card, right?
Oof.
And they're like, oh, you're tripping, man. And I was like, look, brother, I'll hold that when my son has kids, right? I don't know what we're talking about, right? Because I'm actually a collector.
Yep.
Right. So it's like,
sometimes people forget.
yeah, and then I was like, he was like, nah, you'll never get that for that, brother. It just comped 7,100 like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh,
What's the pop?
It's like 200.
that's nice. That's nice.
I might 1 through 10 that,
me
but
see
I'm like,
that.
I don't know if I care for it that much, but I really like that card, bro.
That's crazy. That's a Japanese one too.
Yeah, I'd probably have to buy them raw and just like scuff it.
XY promo Hiroshima. What was it when Hiroshima opened?
Yeah, it was the first one when it opened, and then like they came out with a recent one this year.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, I remember.
Yeah, back home I have the one, the
box?
new one. Yeah, no, I have the box. I have 3 of the boxes. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And then what's called? I have the 1 and a 10 just at home. Like my PC, I started like a PC slabs. Like I never had like slabs for PC before, but
It's interesting how they put the stamp on the left side as opposed to the right side, guys. Because usually the stamp is on the right. So, and you remember when I went to Hiroshima, I picked you up some souvenirs too. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying.
Got you the hat, you know?
Talent, man, my boy.
Yeah. All right, Saf, what you got?
All right, so this
man.
is the
Oh, man.
This is the only card I have left out.
That's a hell of a card, man.
Let me see this guy.
What do we got? Oh, tell him.
This card, I really like this card. I mean, I think everybody loves it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There's no sentimental value. It's just, I think I'm just gonna hold this until I come back, and hopefully it doubles in price.
It will appreciate, man.
Where's it at right now?
I think it's
like-
around like 10K.
Yeah, it's about
But
10.
Sun and Moon Era, like I said, I believe in it. And then Team Up, obviously, everybody knows the history of Team Up.
You think tag team's running back?
I think Tag Team will make a second coming.
I think so,
this
too.
year.
This year?
Yeah, because
We'll buy them up.
all these cards are like low pop compared to like these modern, high pop 10s, and they're still going for good value.
I'll tell you the card that I still want to get, man, is my very first tag team was the Darkrai Umbreon. I still love that card.
Yeah?
It's pretty. It's really pretty.
Bro, I remember when you cooked on it, man. Remember?
Still,
got it,
but
and then
look, every day-
1,400. Oh, it's 1,600. Bro came up every time, and he was like, "Oh, it's 1,800." Was
I
like, "Brother,
got
when do I
out
get
of
off
it,
the
man.
train? When do I get off the train? And he's like, "Oh, it's 2,000."
No,
was
I
like,
got off it at 18 though.
No, I thought
I did, I did,
You're like,
18.
oh, you did, because
did.
you're like, oh, it's 2,000.
And now it's 25, and it's stuck there.
Is
It's
it?
not going down. I'm telling you, man.
25?
Yeah, that's
But
right.
what happens if it's stagnant? Either it's just gonna boom or it's
Yeah.
just gonna bad. So it's like,
Do you know the
risky.
pop on it?
It's pretty low pop, so I think it's gonna be stagnant, and
Yeah?
that's
It's
my
hard to
take.
grade, yeah. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard to grade. It's really hard to grade. So, all right, guys, mine. Oh,
Let's see
this
it.
one,
Dang.
the fake boy.
Ooh.
All right, guys, this one, Mario Pikachu, one of my grails. Shout out to the person who I got it from,
Where'd you get it from?
Mr.Moss over here. He was doing the deal with Chuck. Shout out to Chuck as well.
Chuck the legend, man.
The
I love that dude.
legend. Yeah, actually, Chuck hit me up before because I was like, I wanted to get a Mario, but at the time I had the Mega Ray Poncho.
Yeah.
So he was like, man, I really need cash. I bought this as a favor from a friend, and I'm just trying to like offload it to get my cash back to help the friend. And then I think at the show, I was like, man, I gotta make this happen because I believe in the card. And
Yeah.
this is one of the few ponchos, right, where I'm like, okay, I need to have it.
Yeah.
So I liquidated a bunch of stuff
did,
on that show
dude.
in one show.
He liquidated so much.
Oh my god,
Was it the
It's crazy. I
the
liquidated.
Mewtwo?
No, I liquidated the Mega Ray.
Yeah.
Liquidated the Mewtwo that
Yeah.
came into me that I traded out.
It's high.
It is. It is.
It's high as giraffe pussy. That shit is high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a what? Almost it's a 5K card.
Yeah.
Four, five.
Like 4 or 5.
Nobody cared about it last year. Like no,
They did, 'cause
the year
they
and a
did.
half-
Slowly.
No, a year and a half. Like before, I want to say 2020, 2023, like summer 20. Bro, that it was selling for like 150.
Yeah. But
Bro, like 150 on if you get full comps, raw, right?
Yeah.
Now it's ridiculous, like 450, 500.
Yeah.
But what else
for
did you
sure.
trade for it?
I think those two, and I think the Gold Star Mew 9. 9. Yeah.
Japanese.
No, it was English. It was English.
How much did you get for the poncho?
This
No, the Rayquaza.
Ray, I think I got it at like maybe like 87. I just needed a
The
cash,
green
right?
or the black?
Black.
Oh, poncho.
Yeah.
How much should I go for?
It's like black one. Like
Now it's super expensive now. Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, look, I'm not gonna complain, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna complain because at the time,
Yeah.
at the time that thing was like stuck at 8,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, look, getting the cash to get what I needed. Everybody take profit along the way, right?
The crazy part is, I don't know if you remember this. You told me you were like, oh man, I'm gonna hold this for the long run, and the only way that I trade this poncho out is if I get another poncho.
It's
and trade
Mario,
out for
and I
another
did
poncho.
it. I'm a man of my word, man. I'm a collector, you know.
And he promised that he would never sell that.
And it's still here.
He's gonna sell
No,
it, bro.
I'm
That
not.
that hit 60,000. It's gone, bro.
No.
Dude, that shit's gone.
I
like
believe
yesterday's trash.
in this card. You know, I've
But
always
if
said
that
it.
hit 60,000, you're not gonna sell it.
No, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna
30.
this
30,000?
This is already not mine. This going to Benny's, whatever the future holds for her, man. This is not mine.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. So
good.
the reason why I believe in this card so much, right? If you think about, again, I always collect things that are pop culture, like esque,
Yeah.
right? Because there's a mass appeal to it, and that's gonna draw the crowd, draw the money, right?
Yeah.
So to me, there's no more iconicness than
Unless
Mario and
they drop
Pikachu.
a 30th anniversary stamp on it. Imagine.
Oh God, that's gonna.
Do you think that would
No,
affect it negatively or positively?
No, I think for the short term, maybe a little
As a
bit.
collector, everybody will grab it.
Yeah.
It is,
And then I don't think the value is gonna lose that much, but
but I think
I would
over
just get
time,
the one with the stamp.
yeah. But you know what though? But over time, it's gonna do exactly what Celebration did, right? Because then nobody wants the stamp because it's not special, right?
In a sense.
In a sense.
Yeah.
So I feel confident, right? I'm not gonna worry about it.
What if look, this is how Pokemon Center or Pokemon really cooks, right? If they do a 30th anniversary poncho set that's different
Do you see the?
Oh, bro.
Do you see the Coral Mew?
Like Gengar,
with
Star Wars.
bro,
Oh, that
oh
would be
my god,
crazy.
yeah, bro, people
would be
be
crazy.
lining up outside Pokemon Center when you gotta go online. Like they would lose
with
their
like
mind.
Lugia and
Yeah,
all
bro.
that.
It won't, man. It won't happen. It'll be a riot. It'll be a riot outside every single Pokemon Center.
Tell you what, I'm taking out.
They
a
can even
loan,
make
bro.
half arts. They can
We
just-
all going to Japan, guys.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
film
will
an
too, bro.
episode in Japan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Look, that would.
Did you guys see the supposed real image, but I don't think it's real, but the Coral Mew with the 30th anniversary stamp?
Yes, fake.
No, I didn't see it.
It's fake. I think it's fake as well. It's like a full art.
I haven't even gotten into the speculation zone of what is it gonna be. What do you think it's gonna be?
Nothing.
The lovebirds.
Absolutely nothing.
Lovebirds.
Absolutely nothing.
I heard. Okay, this is what I heard. Right, I heard like there's rumor. I don't know. It's probably not even true at all.
Yeah.
But I heard it's gonna be like the modern Grails stamped,
I think so.
like Umbreon, Moonbreon
Like
stamp.
Scarlet and Violet era.
No, like Sun and Moon, XY,
That's
and
not
what's
modern.
it called?
I was like,
But, I mean,
Mid-era.
mid-era modern, right? Because if you think about it, like Evolving Skies and Sword and Shield is slowly creeping into mid-era. Slowly. I'm not saying it's there yet, but it's slowly creeping there, right?
That's
'Cause
not- it's also not
After
modern.
Mega, is it considered modern still?
It's already not considered modern.
That's what I'm saying.
When it's out of
in the
print,
gray
it's not
zone.
modern
Yeah,
anymore. You can't
it's
say
in
that.
the gray zone, right?
Yeah.
It's in the gray zone.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like I think it could go back. I don't know. I don't like.
I personally don't think that they would like. I mean, they have the 30 years of history of seeing what a reprint with a
Yeah.
stamp does to their own card.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine at this day and age they say, yeah, let's just do that. Like they're too meticulous to do it.
Brother, they like look, if you really think about it, they don't care enough of like, the collectors that are trying to make it secondary and make it expensive. You know what they want to do? This is exactly what Pokemon wants to do. They want to print it to the ground to get as much Pokemon in as much hands as many people. And the people that they're going towards is not us. It's
Yep.
the younger generation. That's why Pokemon will never die.
I agree, but
Pokemon-
that
never
means they're
die.
gonna do the new generation, like Gen 10 and Gen 9 Pokemon. It's not like go back all the way to like Gen 5, Gen 4.
yeah.
Look,
So
man.
I
Who's the most
agree.
iconic Pokemon in
Pikachu.
Okay, and what generation
Pikachu.
is he?
Gen
Well,
1.
that's the brand though.
Right.
That's what I'm
right,
saying.
right. He's a face. But look, I think my point is, right, I agree to that sentiment. I don't agree that they would just blatantly say, here's a Moonbreon with a stamp. Because I think today their
They
artistic
did that with a base set Charizard, brother.
well, that was years ago, right?
There's like hundreds of.
Yeah. But my point is, right, like these days they have too much like artistic creative freedom with artists, right? They
got the
want
Gold
artists
Star
to create.
Umbreon.
But that's
That would be
also
cool.
a pop series card. Like,
Yeah.
there was like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Let's bring back Rating Collection.
What?
Oh, Rating Collection. Let's bring a new Rating Collection. That would be hot. That would be hot.
I just think there's so much like. I would want them to do something new, right?
Yeah.
Like something like Rating Collection.
Yeah, because they did that in Generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It would be cool if they bring like.
we'll see.
Cause look, let's be honest, right? Beyond the vendor, the investing side of things, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon has always strived on collector side and the cute
No, and
Pokemon, right?
Not just cute, the young.
Yeah.
Right. This is why Pokemon will never die. Like One Piece, it will fade out into obscurity.
I think
like,
so, too.
And because it's just like Naruto, and I love Naruto, right? The anime. But like eventually it'll stop, and the people
move
who
on.
start won't be that young anymore.
Yep.
Pokemon starts a new generation, literally with a new generation.
There's also
right.
a new generation of Pokemon coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. They start a new generation with a new generation, and you grow up. That's why, like, some people grow up XY, some people grow up, you know what I mean, black and
Sun and
black and
Moon,
white. Yeah, Sun and
Sword and
Moon,
Shield,
all that stuff.
Scarlet and Violet.
That's the reason why Pokemon will never die. Because
I don't
they
even know what
focus on
era it
adults.
is right now. Like in terms of like not just Mega, like that's the game. I get that.
Yeah.
But like in the anime, like because that coincides supposedly, right? With the new girl.
Generation 11 sometime soon. I don't know what.
Yeah. I think it's like what Wind and
That'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
Wind and Sea or something.
After playing Scarlet and Violet with my son, and he completely
Dude, I love Scarlet.
he destroyed me, bro. He destroyed. You know what? I damn near grounded his ass because he just destroyed me blatantly.
You know how? I don't know if we have time, but you know how I got back into Pokemon? It's
How?
because I started playing Arceus.
Oh yeah.
Legends of Arceus?
Yep, and then I started playing Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
And I got into Pokemon Go, and it was just
No. Downhill. Downhill.
Pokemon cards, dude.
That's it, man. Everyone has a different entry.
And then
we
my
all
wife,
end up at the same
she
spot.
is the one that gave me the DS. If it wasn't for her, giving me the DS,
boy.
we have none of this. You know, it's crazy. It's just how it works.
Nice.
So I was like, I'm gonna transfer this Pokemon from home,
Yeah.
get a shiny into my game, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
use it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, with that said, we're gonna end the episode here. Everybody, please tell the audience at home how to find you on social media, and we'll wrap up from there.
Boom. Mr. Moss on all social media platforms, but also I want to plug in the Showcase Car Show's 1 year anniversary,
see.
March 14th and 15th. Come check us out in the Anaheim Marriott Convention Center. Check us out, guys. We're doing raffles every 15 to 30 minutes. Live music all day long, live performances, and we'll have like different like mascots come through, say hello to your favorite vendors, and just come say what's up and chill.
Yep. This is one of my first show, and it's my current show that I only religiously always do. Okay.
These two guys are actually the OGs of the show. These were
right.
like some of my first vendors. And for that, I always appreciate and have gratitude towards them. And I love
When
them.
Table was cheaper.
Bro,
Yeah.
look, okay. Oh,
Hey, we
another
had a
thing.
strategic talk about that.
A strategic talk. When we talked about it, right? I just want you to know, starting now, I guess this would be a great time to
Great time to plug it.
Yeah. Tables for registration, table fees will be $140 flat for every show starting from now, except for the 1 year anniversary, because we're making this extra special. It's gonna be $165, but every other show starting now will be $140 flat.
So guys, listen. I think that is a testament to you as an organizer, that you listen to a lot of feedback and you're always trying to improve the show. I know we talked a lot, even off camera, about some of the things that I see that I feel like you can make improvement, and you've been implementing it. So
Yeah, man.
super grateful to do that.
Community that and more than just the vendors, these are my friends. You know what I mean? And I want everyone to succeed and also make their money, right? But also have fun and everything.
And the
I try
customer
I try
too.
to implement it. Yeah,
absolutely.
And especially the customers, the clients. If you ever been to one of the shows, you know how it is. It's great for the kids, for the families, for the collectors. You know what I mean?
It's so great that I feel confident to, when I go out of state to do shows, I make connections, and in fact, you've seen I've done that, right? Like I've actually told other vendor about your show, and they have committed to come out of state to do your show. So
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
SoCal shows.
Yeah.
And like Moss said, he always takes advice, because I told him the first show, I was like, bro, we need space, man.
Yeah.
We were like this next to each other.
Growing pains, bro. Growing
Trying to
pains,
bend.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I can't even like move out of my. And I was like, in the Repacking successful like show business, I was like, hey, this is what Front Row does, and As you
Yeah.
replicate it, you're gonna be as
And look,
big.
Front Row is definitely like a nationwide show, right? It's like, honestly, hands down, it's the best show. And like, what better way to like make your show better than to implement some of the stuff that makes a show better,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Imitation is a form of flattery.
I mean, and
Shout
also
out.
like we do our own little thing on the side, little twist, but also, you know, we understand the people who laid the foundation in the paper. Hey, shout out Angela.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We love you. Sav, your turn.
As you know, I just have Instagram, SavHype TCG. That's all. You can find me on social media. Even though I'm not vending, I'm still buying, selling, and trading. And that's it.
And you can find him at www.savhype needs diapers for his kids.
That's right. That's right.
/ help him out.
Go fund you.
Go fund me.
Yeah.
Diapers ain't cheap, baby.
Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know in the comment, you know, whether you like this format or not. So until then, we'll see you on the next episode, guys. All right.
I hope they hire me.
Peace.